Now on Good Morning Northwest, new information about the shooting near Saturday night's parade. How an outing for ice cream ended with someone shot.
Dry today, but not tonight. And showers are going to be hanging out all the way through Wednesday. It looks like, well, we get into Memorial Day. It looks better. We're going to have a full check of your forecast coming up.
And halting development in WATHC Valley. Why Spokane's City Council decided to pause construction and why 2 council members say that is a bad idea. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. So glad you are starting your day with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. It's Tuesday, May 21st. Let's start things off with Mark Peterson with a look at our first alert forecast. Not as foggy as we saw yesterday out there.
No, completely different with, again, some blue sky. Got a little cloud cover over Coeur d'Alene. Temperatures into the mid-40s for both. We're going to see things warm up today, but it's going to come at a price. Partly cloudy start. Yeah, we have a few out there. Afternoon showers coming in 4 or 5 o'clock. Looks like that rain will set in throughout the evening and overnight with a soggy Wednesday expected. We look at what we can expect with this rain coming in, and about 4 o'clock we see that start to really build into our area. And well, we're going to keep it, and we're going to have those showers that are going to continue through Wednesday. We will see more sustained rain this evening, taking us into Wednesday. Thursday, we dry out. So that's going to be the good news there. With still a pretty good chance of showers all the way towards the end of the week in areas. Temperatures today into the mid to upper 40s, 47 into the valley. Cheney, cool spot, 39 degrees, not too bad. We look at our forecast for the day. We're going to hit our high early, 1, 2 o'clock at about 63 degrees. And then with those rain showers, it's going to cool down.
Breaking news this morning, 1 person died and 30 others are hurt on a Singapore Airlines flight during severe turbulence today. It happened on a flight from London to Singapore. The Boeing 777-300ER carrying 211 passengers was diverted to Bangkok. It's unclear what exactly happened on board that flight. In a statement, the airline offered condolences to the family of the person killed, adding it is working with Thai authorities to provide medical assistance to passengers.
And developing from the Breaking Now desk, the International Criminal Court's prosecutor is seeking arrest warrants for several Israeli and Hamas leaders, including Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. And new this morning, France and Belgium have released statements supporting the court's request for arrest warrants. The charges include war crimes and crimes against humanity. Now, it's up to a panel of ICC judges to decide if enough evidence exists to go to trial. Some say that proof is clear given the October 7th attack and current humanitarian crisis in Gaza. According to Gaza's Ministry of Health, more than 35,000 Palestinians have been killed. United Nations officials say parts of Gaza are experiencing a full-blown famine. But some argue it's hard to prove Israel is using starvation in Gaza as a method of war.
I have not ever seen a successful case brought by any international court in any circumstance where you've seen this siege thing actually play out.
Now, if the ICC judges find enough evidence, they could issue a voluntary summons or an arrest warrant. That would limit a person's ability to travel freely because it calls on the ICC's 124 member countries to detain the accused. And new this morning, we're learning details about the U.S.'s response to the announcement. Israel isn't an ICC member, and the U.S. State Department argues the court has no jurisdiction in the matter. President Biden speaking out yesterday morning, calling the arrest warrants against Israeli leaders outrageous. The president adding that the United States will, quote, always stand with Israel against threats to its security. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Sydney, thanks. New development projects in the WATHC Valley neighborhood are put on pause. The Spokane City Council approving a moratorium last night, 5-2. Now, people living in that area say they don't want any more homes built until after fire safety infrastructure needs are met. WATHC Valley is in southwest Spokane, which is considered to be a critical fire area. Last August, there was a fire that forced families to evacuate. And Council member Kitty Klitsky says that's the main reason she voted yes.
Right now, we're facing road closures, 4 evacuations in 2 years, insurances getting canceled. This is about public safety.
But Councilman Jonathan Bingle, who voted against the building moratorium, argued the best way to fund the necessary infrastructure projects would be with the property and sales tax generated by more development in the area. It's a practice known as tax increment financing, or TIF.
The best way I see that we get those built is by establishing this TIF and allowing development to happen.
The emergency ordinance goes into effect immediately and will stay in place for at least a year.
A trip to a convenience store for ice cream Saturday night ended with a person shot and another hurt. Court documents say 2 people went into PM Jacoy's convenience store for ice cream. The store owner went to kick them out for some reason and claims the woman threw her ice cream on the floor and things escalated. Charles Michael, who was at the store with that woman, is accused of pulling a knife on the owner. That's when the owner's son and another employee came to help with a pipe and a handgun. The employee holding the gun claims it went off accidentally while trying to break up the fight, and a bullet grazed the woman's head. The woman and Michael were taken to the hospital for their injuries. Michael was arrested for assault.
An update to the missing plane and pilot near Snoqualmie Pass. Search and rescue crews have found the crash site. The pilot, 69-year-old Jerry Rediger, found dead. Now, the plane took off from Arlington Municipal Airport at 4:30 p.m. Sunday, but his plane never arrived as planned in Ephrata. The Department of Transportation says the last known cell phone analytics were recovered near Humpback Mountain, which is west of Snoqualmie Pass. The crash site was found in a heavily forested area of the mountain.
A car rolled over in a crash on Washington and Main at around 6 o'clock last night. According to Spokane Fire, a person was pulled from the white car you see in this video and taken to the hospital with minor injuries. The maroon SUV was also involved in the crash. We did make several calls to Spokane police, still waiting on word on what caused the crash or if there have been any arrests made. This summer, Sprague Avenue in Spokane Valley will start to look very different as crews turn a stretch of the 5-lane road into just 3 lanes.
And one of the goals of this project is to protect the area's drinking water. It will happen around City Hall on a stretch of Sprague between University and Harold Roads. According to the city, stormwater runoff is getting into the area's water supply without being treated. During construction, crews will expand water treatment into the north and south lanes to try and prevent this from happening. The second goal is to try to make the area more pedestrian friendly. Now, on your screen here is a rendering of what this section of Sprague would look like when the project is all complete. You can see the city wants to add a mid-block crosswalk with its own dedicated traffic signal. It also wants to improve the bike lane and create an improved bus stop. There's no word on an exact date yet, but construction is expected to begin sometime next month. Looking good when it's all done.
Sure.
Your Good Morning Northwest time, 6:07.
Mark is standing by. We're taking a look at what you can expect as you head out today. And, ooh, look at that.
This was yesterday, and we had just those scattered showers coming across, and then it cleared out. It was nice. This morning, we have a fairly clear sky. That's all going to change. It's going to look like that tonight.
Okay.
We're going to talk about the rain that's going to be moving in coming up.
Students can get paid to learn through the Spokane Conservation District. They have a new program, and this beautiful space could be your campus. I'm telling you all about it coming up on Good Morning Northwest.
And we are approaching what's known as the 100 deadliest days for teen drivers. Coming up, what you should know to help keep your young drivers safe. Next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
We rent china, glassware, tents, barbecues, flatware, linen, stands for staging, tables, chairs.
A to Z rental, no job too big, no job too small.
Jackhammers, jam doors, washers, stump grinders, saws, generators, skid steer, excavator, dingoes, trailers, tractors, nailers, staplers, hole diggers, tillers, mowers, yard vac, aerators.
Call A to Z rental at 509-924-2000 or go to rentatoz.com.
We rent everything, man.
Now open in Airway Heights.
At A to Z rental, we rent everything.
When you've been seriously injured, choosing the right legal team is the most important decision you'll make. Craig Swap & Associates is a top personal injury law firm for one reason: we win.
If you or a loved one has been seriously injured, our team of winning attorneys is here for you. We'll review your case for free and start working immediately to win the compensation you deserve. Craig Swap & Associates, one call, that's all.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the Turbo Max engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Exploring different regions throughout the Northwest and beyond can be fun and educational. 4 News Now would like to showcase these locations with Travel for Adventures.
Grant County, Washington is filled with opportunities to explore some of Washington State's most diverse geological regions. From small towns to huge waterways dotted with campgrounds and beautiful scenery, come enjoy the spectacular recreation it offers.
Enjoy a free tour at Grand Coulee Dam, topped off with a spectacular light show projected on the dam in the evening.
Check out the world-class fishing at Banks Lake, maybe some golf at Royal City, or explore the caves at Lenore Lake.
From wine tasting in Quincy to live entertainment at the Gorge. From the Sandhill Crane Festival in Othello to the Wanapum Heritage Center in Mattawa, you'll find plenty to enjoy by boat, by car, by bike, or on foot in this vast and beautiful region known as Grant County.
Discover more places you might like to visit. Go to kxly.com/travel for adventures. 4 News Now is brought to you by McVeigh Brothers.
At 6:11, here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Crowds gathered in Iran overnight to mourn the loss of President Ibrahim Raisi, who was killed in a helicopter crash in the northern Iranian mountains.
In the immediate aftermath of the crash, conspiracy theories of foreign involvement cropped up online, but U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin making it clear that the U.S. had nothing to do with the crash. The loss of Iran's president coming at a time of heightened tension. Though some mourned, others celebrate the loss of a man they considered a tyrant. Iranian authorities have now agreed to hold the presidential election on June 28th.
In Turks and Caicos, one of several Americans charged with carrying ammunition into the nation could learn his fate today. Tyler Weinrich is one of 5 Americans recently charged with the crime. He was found with just 2 rounds in his backpack, which he says were mistakenly left there after a trip to a gun range. Turks and Caicos passed strict gun laws 2 years ago in response to a rise in violence and gun trafficking. It means the Americans face a minimum sentence of 12 years, though the courts can make an exception.
London's High Court has ruled that WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange can appeal his extradition to the United States. He's been wanted by U.S. authorities for over a decade on espionage charges for publishing classified documents exposing alleged U.S. war crimes. Supporters are calling on the U.S. to drop the entire case against Assange.
More than 22 million people in the Midwest are under severe weather threats today. A relentless storm is bringing large hail, heavy winds, and could cause some tornadoes. The biggest area of concern is an area covering most of Iowa, southwest Wisconsin, northwest Illinois, and northern Missouri, which are under level 4 and 5 threats.
Here in our 10-second takeaway, it's going to be a cool start. Got a few clouds. A light layer would be handy, but rain gear at dinner time and beyond if you got to be outdoors. Our high today, 63.
Memorial Day is next week, marking the beginning of the 100 deadliest days for teen drivers.
And this is the time when fatal crashes involving teen drivers spike, and experts say a majority of those crashes are the result of distracted driving. Now, according to the CDC, 39% of high school students in the U.S. admit to using their phones at least once while driving. Speed can also play a major factor. The CDC also found 35% of boys and 18% of girls between the ages of 15 to 20 involved in fatal crashes were speeding at the time. The CDC also found that young drivers are more likely to not wear a seatbelt, increasing the risk of being seriously injured in a crash.
Well, there are some things that you can do now to help lower your child's risk of getting into a crash. Remind them to put the phone down and keep their eyes on the road. Also, tell them to follow the speed limit and obey traffic signals. And encourage them to keep their distance from other cars to give them enough time to react in case of an emergency.
Good reminders for everyone out there on the roads.
It's now 6:14.
It's the field, the fence, the bleachers, and everything around it. The extreme teamwork is underway, turning a baseball diamond in the rough into a field of dreams. Mark will show us what's happening at a field in Nevada Park. That's right after this break.
Family owned since 1930. Go where the builders go.
What are you gonna build?
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Whether you're hauling your boat to the lake or a team full of soccer players,
Perfection Tire carries a full line of Cooper tires with advanced safety features, warranties, and competitive pricing.
Nobody beats perfection.
The combination of fun and performance is why Kylie and I are excited to show you the Subaru Crosstrek.
The all-wheel drive Crosstrek offers an available 2.5-liter Subaru Boxer engine, giving you extra performance and power unlike anything on or off the road.
There's no shortage of space for passengers and a surprising amount of cargo room for your gear.
The Crosstrek now offers an 11.6-inch touchscreen, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto integration.
Check out the Subaru Crosstrek and receive no-problem customer attention at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
The 2024-25 Spokane Symphony season is here.
here's the full show lineup in 15 seconds.
Here you go. 9 masterworks.
5 pops.
Other concerts include Harry Potter, Nutcracker Ballet, Handel's Messiah,
New Year's Eve, Beethoven's Ninth.
Max Richter's Vivaldi The Four Seasons,
Star Wars.
Chambers Suarez, Spokane Symphony at Albert Crest.
Concerts in the park.
Whew. I did it. Subscriptions on the sale now.
We're putting our foot down to keep our feet up, like way up, with Lazy Boy.
We did lots of adulting today, and we deserve to do lots of nothing.
It's the Lazy Boy Memorial Day sale. Save 30% on everything. Plus 0% interest for 36 months.
After working overtime, we will be putting in our TV time.
Hurry in. Memorial Day sale going on now. Lazy Boy. Long live the lazy.
Living in the Inland Northwest has its advantages, and one of those is working with amazing people who dedicate their time and efforts to help others. STCU's Volunteers Count is a program to say thank you for this service and inspire others to give back too. Please tell us about a volunteer at a local nonprofit that inspires you. Go to KXLY.com/volunteerscount and nominate them. Help us showcase those people who give of their time and truly make a difference. Volunteers Count, brought to you by 4 News Now and STCU.
Whether you're going on a long trip or just your daily commute,
Perfection Tires certified techs are your trusted resource for efficient, cost-effective repairs and routine maintenance.
Nobody beats perfection.
It is now 6:17. Our annual Diamonds and Dreams project is underway. Each May, the 4 News Now Extreme Team and hometown Chevy dealers team up to make dreams come true by renovating a baseball diamond.
And this year, we're upgrading the field at Nevada Park by Gary Middle School. And Gary Middle School is in North Spokane near Nevada and East Central Avenue. You can see it there. Let's check in with Mark from yesterday to see what still needs to be done ahead of Thursday's big reveal.
So today we found out that not everything can be done with a loader or a skid steer. Sometimes it's just elbow grease and a lot of people with shovels. We're trying to get ready for a pour. Again, the Diamonds and Dreams, not only the baseball fields, but the areas around them get reworked. So Horizon Credit Union and their volunteers are digging out this to 4 to 5 inches deep, and specialty mixed concrete will show up tomorrow with Dundee Concrete placing the forms to get this all poured into concrete so that it makes it a better, more enjoyable experience, not only for the fans watching baseball, but it will minimize the amount of work Spokane Parks and Rec have to do to keep everything trimmed up. So it's a win-win-win. Also, we're going to continue to spread out the All-Star Baseball mix. We've got to get it done before the rain comes, and that is our goal. In Gary Middle School at Gary #1 and, of course, Gary #2 with Diamonds and Dreams, I'm Mark Peterson, 4 News Now, the Extreme Team.
Sometimes you just can't beat that elbow grease.
No. Horizon Credit Union, their volunteers are great. A lot of them show up. Today they're there. Air National Guard is there, going to help us get over the hump to beat the rain, hopefully.
Yeah, you got a lot of work today.
So today we're pouring concrete with rain coming in. It's always a little something. And so Dundee Concrete's doing all the forming and everything this morning about 8 o'clock, and then Specialty Mobile Mix comes in. About 6 yards of concrete today.
Wow, okay. You got enough volunteers today then?
Well, Air National Guard, 25 showing up. Okay. And, maybe we should bring a pizza truck in. Maybe David's Pizza and the fire truck should show up to feed them.
Best.
See?
Oh,
I love pizza.
I might have to swing by today.
You got to swing by today. You're more than welcome. All right, here we go. Hour by hour, we're going to see temperatures warming up into the mid-50s by mid-morning. We're going to be into around 60 degrees by noon, but we're going to reach the heat of the day early. About 1, 2 o'clock, we're going to have cloudy conditions. After 3, the wind's still picking up. We're going to see not only the winds, but we're going to have the rain coming with it. We could see a ½ an inch out of this by the end of tonight and into early tomorrow morning. Overnight, still rainy, 45. We'll see some showers. Isolated thunderstorm potential is out there. I mean, a couple days ago, we picked up a ½ an inch of rain up at areas around 5 miles. So, yeah, we could see that again. So, here we go. We're building in. We see this really loading in 3, 4 o'clock. It's going to stay with us through dinner time. Overnight, we see scattered showers, that potential for thunderstorm activity. And then by 1 o'clock, we start to see a bit of a break. That's going to lead us into Thursday, where we have the big reveal. We do see things improving with a few scattered showers now moving in about the time we should be finished with the baseball game. So we'll see how it works. 63 today. We're going to have 55 tomorrow. Now we start building temperatures again into the low 60s Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But we still have a 30 to 40% chance of showers through Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Memorial Day, we're going to go from mid-60s Sunday to about average. On Monday, we're going to be at 70 degrees. So that's good news. That's usually sort of the first big camping trip that we see with people. So Saturday could be the day where we see those scattered showers.
Okay, good to know.
It is now 6:21.
Young adults can get their tuition paid for by the Spokane Conservation District.
After the break, Allison Martinez is live sharing how your student can get involved. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Chevy gets it. I want it, and I can afford it can be one and the same. With Chevy Trax, a car and driver 10 best. The rugged Chevy Trailblazer. And Chevy Colorado, Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Chevy, all you want is all within reach. Connected by OnStar. Get 1.9% financing on select popular Chevy SUVs when you finance with GM Financial. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Exploring different regions throughout the Northwest and beyond can be fun and educational. 4 News Now would like to showcase these locations with Travel for Adventures.
Moses Lake is the perfect family getaway for fun and recreation. From camping along the shores to fishing excursions and ATVing, Moses Lake is a recreational wonderland in the heart of Washington State.
Moses Lake Golf Club often stays open late into the season or cool off in their water park during the summer heat.
Moses Lake is also known for its Spring Music Festival in May, a fabulous air show that includes the World RC Invitational in June and the Grant County Fair held each August at the Moses Lake County Fairgrounds.
For a listing of events, culinary delights, and lodging options, visit tourmoseslake.com and plan your vacation today. Moses Lake, Washington. It's the perfect place to explore and relax.
Discover more places you might like to visit. Go to KXLY.com/travel4adventures.
This year we celebrate Gary Middle School. That's where we're going to have the hometown Chevy Diamonds and Dreams. The whole infield's got to go. New fences, new backstop, and dugouts. The kids are going to love it. Diamonds and Dreams brought to you by your hometown Chevy dealers and Horizon Credit Union.
Want to sell fast? Go to WeBuyHouses.com. We'll buy any house in any condition. Get your no-obligation cash offer today. Call WeBuyHouses.com at 509-563-7575.
WeBuyHouses.com.
The spring clearance sale is on at R&R RV Center in Liberty Lake and North Spokane. Spring into action with R&R's largest discounts ever. Class B camper vans up to $83,000 off. Montana fifth wheels up to $43,000 off. Cougar's #1 selling fifth wheel floor plan priced at only $49,990. Shop now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake or North Spokane. Online at rnrrv.com.
From R&R RV, your RV superstore.
It is now 6:24. The Spokane Conservation District wants to inspire the next group of environmental leaders. Applications are open for the Youth Apprenticeship Program.
Now, this is a way for young adults to get hands-on experience in the field, and they can do it while getting their associate's degree. And our Allison Martinez is live this morning at the Conservation District offices to tell us all about it. Allison, you're really getting in the spirit of nature out there.
Yes, I am. It is so beautiful out here this morning. We're in one of many spaces throughout the quarry to just fall in love with. I'm here with Garth Davis this morning with the Spokane Conservation District. Thank you so much for being with us. Can you tell us a little bit about this area we've shifted to at this point in the morning?
Sure. This is our smaller nursery, and we hold plants here to be planted out in community projects within the county.
And you say smaller nursery, but this space looks huge and we see so many amazing plants. Tell us a little bit about what that larger nursery looks like.
So it's a work in progress right now, but it will hold, 1,000 to 2,000 trees at a time for us to plant with our apprentices and our other partners.
Amazing. And we're here this morning telling you all about the Youth Apprenticeship Program. Now, the phrase "get paid to learn" jumps out at me. That's huge. That's so amazing. Tell us a little bit about that.
So it's a 3-year program. The students come to us for the first summer and work for us, and each summer that they come back for the 3 summers, they increase their wage and their responsibilities, as well as get their tuition and books paid for at Spokane Community College to go into a variety of degrees, not just tree stuff. It can be Parks and Rec, wildlife, water resources, in addition to forestry.
Yeah, and such a great way to get involved in the community here, network with amazing professionals within the industry. What do people need to know if they want to apply?
They just need to go on our website. It's all laid out there, and they can apply right there, but we only got a couple more weeks before the first cut.
Yes, May 31st is your cutoff, so you'll definitely want to get your application in before then. Thank you so much for being with us. We'll send it back to you guys in studio.
I just want to highlight the phrase free tuition.
Yes.
And books covered too.
Yeah, and a great future ahead for you.
That's for sure.
It's now 6:26.
Well, it was a dramatic day in court for Donald Trump's hush money trial as defense witnesses is reprimanded for decorum, and the jury asked to leave the courtroom. After the break, Sydney Charles has what we can expect heading into the potential final day of testimony.
Plus, the Moses Lake School District has to make some hard decisions to account for a $20 million budget shortfall. How you can help decide what to cut. As we go to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, fast food price wars.
At Wendy's, you can get
English muffin and seasoned potatoes for just $3.
Wendy's now offering a $3 English muffin deal, which includes seasoned potatoes and your choice of a bacon or sausage, egg, and cheese English muffin sandwich. The meal, less than the average cup of coffee.
$3 is generally a good deal for breakfast these days, but I think the real thing to note is it's a great deal for consumers at the drive-thru. It's an even better deal for Wendy's.
This as McDonald's announced their own limited-time $5 value meal deal just last week, responding to tough feedback about rising prices online.
So I went to McDonald's today and I still spent $6 on a bacon quarter pounder.
Y'all not supposed to be expensive.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on whether these price drops are a sign of things to come or just a short-term fix. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
The darkness of bipolar depression made me feel like I was losing interest in the things I love. Then I found a chance to let in the light. Discover Caplyta. Unlike some medicines that only treat bipolar 1, Caplyta is proven to deliver significant symptom relief from both bipolar 1 and 2 depression. And in clinical trials, movement disorders and weight gain were not common.
Caplyta can cause serious side effects. Call your doctor about sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks in young adults. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Caplyta is not approved for dementia-related psychosis. Report fever, confusion, or stiff muscles which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements which may be permanent. Common side effects include sleepiness, dizziness, nausea, and dry mouth. These aren't all the side effects.
In the darkness of bipolar 1 and 2 depression, Caplyta can help you let in the light. Ask your doctor about Caplyta. Find savings and support at caplyta.com.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Diamonds and Dreams is proudly sponsored by AutoNation Chevrolet in the Spokane Valley.
My name is Megan, and I've been a member of Canopy Credit Union since I was 4. With Canopy, they have a whole team who's there to help guide you if you have questions. That's huge. It's so nice to know that you can get an answer to your questions. I have never had an issue that wasn't able to be resolved in a super friendly, helpful manner. It's so wonderful. I honestly don't think I'd ever leave.
What makes Hospice of Spokane unique is their level of dedication to the patient.
We try to wrap our services around the patient and the family.
Your team feels like our team. That's how much we know you care about making sure patients and families get what they need.
We go, I feel like, above and beyond for the hospice patients to make that last journey of life comfortable.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, Northwest. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Tuesday, May 21st. We want to see what is happening with the forecast today because changes are coming our way. Here's Mark with the First Alert forecast.
They're coming fast. All right, so here's what we've got. The setup. Right now, we've got a pretty nice sky. We do have some cloud cover. We're going to see some sunshine. We're sitting at 44 degrees, so it's a mild start, but increased cloud cover and breezy conditions this afternoon. Well, that takes us to the 4 things we need to know. Partly cloudy, and we're going to see that with afternoon showers building in 3-4 o'clock. It's going to be rainy overnight. We could see a ½ inch, so it's going to be a soggy Wednesday. We should see this energy really exit by about Wednesday, 5 p.m. As we look at our forecast radar, we see it loading in. It's going to take a while, so 4 or 5 o'clock, we'll see that rain start, hanging out through the early morning hours and then spinning back around. At 5, we see down into the Palouse, heavier amounts of rain there as this thing continues to dive south. And then we dry out with scattered showers coming in for Thursday. And it looks like Thursday, 9, 10 o'clock, hopefully we'll see that rain come in the nighttime hours. Right now, 42 into Deer Park, 48 into Liberty Lake, and officially we're sitting at 44 degrees. We look at our forecast for the day. Yeah, we're going to see that high today of 63 degrees. That's going to be early on, 1, 2 o'clock, and then it'll cool and get rainy after that.
And we are tracking new details from the Breaking Now desk. It is a big day for former President Donald Trump. This morning, Trump is set to attend his hush money trial right here inside of this New York courthouse. Now, today could be the last day of testimony ahead of closing arguments. And we're also learning more about what happened in court yesterday when the judge reprimanded one of the defense's witnesses for decorum, even sending the jury out of the room. It all happened after Michael Cohen finished his testimony. Trump's defense attorney fixating on destroying his credibility, getting Cohen to admit that he'd stolen $30,000 from the Trump organization. Trump's team also calling on 2 witnesses, including longtime Trump ally Robert Costello, who advised Cohen after his hotel room and office were raided by the FBI. Costello testifying Cohen was manic at the time, adding that he told him all his problems would go away if he just told the truth about Trump and the deal with Stormy Daniels. But he said Cohen insisted Trump knew nothing about those payments, that he did this on his own. Then chaos erupted after Costello was heard making comments under his breath, rolling his eyes and calling the proceedings, quote, ridiculous. The judge saying, if you don't like my ruling, you don't give me side eye and you don't roll your eyes.
Don't make yourself a sideshow to what could be a very important message that Michael Cohen lied. He lost that opportunity to a large extent.
Costello is testifying again this morning, and testimony is expected to wrap up today without Trump taking the stand. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
A Spokane man previously convicted of sexually abusing 2 teenage family members is behind bars again for another child sex crime. Ronald Whitehall was arrested over the weekend and charged with 3rd-degree child molestation and communicating with a minor for immoral purposes. Court documents reveal the 14-year-old victim told law enforcement that she and Whitehall communicated primarily over Snapchat. The affidavit mentions multiple sexual encounters between the two beginning near the end of 2023. Yesterday, the court read the victim's statement.
I do not believe that Mr. Whitehall should be released today because he has committed this crime before and he could easily do it again to someone else. I also do not know what he might do if he was to be released, and I'm scared because he knows where I live and go to school.
The court commissioner added 2 additional counts of third-degree child rape and set Whitehall's bond amount at $100,000. The Moses Lake School District needs to cut $20 million in staff, programs, and operations to balance its budget for the next school year.
And now it's asking for your feedback on what reductions it should make. On the chopping block are teachers, administrators, and support staff across the district, extracurricular activities, and career and college readiness programs, plus facility maintenance and upgrades. This survey ends tomorrow at noon, and you can give your feedback through this link inside the story on KXLY.com.
Gas prices are very slowly dropping across the U.S., with the national average for a gallon of regular currently at $3.59. But don't expect to pay anywhere near that low in the inland Northwest. In Spokane County, we are paying around $4.14 a gallon. In Kootenai County, prices are a little bit better, coming in around $3.78 a gallon.
Well, it is a big week for Idaho voters. There are 2 major events that you should be on your radar. The first is primary election day, which is happening today. Voters will decide races for U.S. Representative along with Idaho State Senate and state representative seats. Also on the ballot locally are Kootenai County Commissioner for Districts 1 and 2 and Kootenai County Sheriff. Then on Thursday, registered Democrats and unaffiliated voters are invited to the Kootenai County Fairgrounds for the Democratic Presidential Caucus. That's from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock at night. Voters will decide who Idaho will support for the Democratic nominee for President of the United States. And we have a link to find your polling place on our website, KXLY.com/forthepeople. Your Good Morning Northwest time is 6:36.
And Mark is back, and we are taking a look at what you can expect, and it might be wet.
Oh, it will be. It's not a might, it's a will.
Oh, there you go.
And by my own will, we'll try to put that rain off as long as humanly possible. But Wednesday's going to be a wet day starting this evening around dinner time. But then it tapers off. The weekend's looking pretty good. We're going to have a full check of your forecast. But again, a mild start out there this morning, a light layer to help you, and we'll have your forecast coming up.
More and more Americans are falling behind on their credit card payments, especially when it comes to one generation. How much debt Gen Z has accumulated next.
Plus, are you considering getting on a weight loss drug? The major stomach side effect you want to know about. That's coming up next.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Exploring different regions throughout the Northwest and beyond can be fun and educational. 4 News Now would like to showcase these locations with Travel for Adventures.
Are you ready for an unforgettable adventure? Look no further than the Lewis-Clark Valley.
Start with a narrated jet boat ride on the Snake River through Hell's Canyon, North America's deepest river gorge. Cruise by rugged basalt cliffs, surrounded by a variety of wildlife and ancient petroglyphs.
After your day of adventure, explore the Northwest's first wine-growing region. Wind down and relax among the vines while you sip a variety of award-winning wines. Indulge your taste buds with fresh cuisine at a charming, locally owned restaurant.
Immerse yourself in an authentic cultural experience with the Nez Perce. Dive into the past and drive the historic Lewis and Clark Trail following the same rivers they did.
Experience the perfect blend of adventure and relaxation in the Lewis-Clark Valley.
Discover more places you might like to visit. Go to KXLY.com/travel4adventures.
From 14-year-old convicted killer to Gonzaga Law School grad.
It's a mystery. I don't even call it a miracle.
The turning point that changed everything.
Every day is this really real?
Tonight on 4 News Now at 6.
Welcome to Coeur d'Alene Honda.
Thank you. I've been coming here for years, and I've always felt just like family.
At Coeur d'Alene Honda, we've been family owned and operated for over 50 years. We pride ourselves in giving the best customer experience.
And every new car comes with a nationwide lifetime warranty.
We have some of the best selection of pre-owned vehicles to choose from.
And select pre-owned Hondas come with our lifetime warranty.
So which Honda would you prefer? Coeur d'Alene Honda with the nationwide lifetime warranty at no additional cost to you, or the other guys?
And don't forget about the lifetime warranty.
Every life lost to an opioid overdose is a big deal, especially to the friends, families, and communities left behind. But one small act can make a big difference. Naloxone, or Narcan, can reverse an overdose from opioids, including fentanyl. Almost every time it's used, naloxone saves a life. When they carry and use naloxone, friends save friends, brothers save sisters, parents save their kids. And that's huge. Find naloxone and learn how to use it at wafriendsforlife.org.
This year, make it a summer to remember and get your toys ready for the great outdoors from the pros at Joe's Auto
Check out the best brands of stereos and professional window tints. 20% off at Snow's Auto.
It is now 6:39. More and more Americans are falling behind on bills, especially when it comes to credit card payments.
This credit card concern seems to be especially true for Gen Z. As Wall Street hits historic highs and unemployment remains low, experts say cost of living continues to be a struggle for millions of Americans, with many turning to credit cards to make payments. The New York Fed recently found that for Gen Z credit card users, who defines it as the people born between 1995 and 2011, around 15% have maxed out their credit cards. For Gen Xers, the number is 9.6%. And for baby boomers, that number drops to just under 5%.
Gen Zers tend to have lower credit limits because they're newer to credit. So it is easier to max out, let's say, a credit card with a $1,000 limit or $2,000 limit as opposed to maybe $5,000 that somebody who's more established might have.
Now, a third of maxed out borrowers, those using 90 to 100% of their limit, have gone delinquent in the last year compared to less than a quarter before the pandemic. And severe delinquencies, those 90 days overdue, are at the highest level since 2012. While many Americans of all ages are struggling, high inflation and high interest rates are making it especially difficult for young people to get established.
In news for your health, people who use certain drugs for weight loss and diabetes may have a higher risk for stomach issues. 3 new studies looked at how injected medicines known as GLP-1 agonists are related to a rare but serious stomach condition. The studies show the risk of being diagnosed with stomach paralysis or gastroparesis is higher for people who take such medications than for those who do not. Most of the time, doctors say gastroparesis will improve after stopping the medication, but some people say their condition did not get better even months after coming off the drug.
In our 10-second takeaway on this Tuesday morning, it is a cool, not cold start. We don't have the frost. Light layer, though, would be nice. Rain layer around dinner time and our high of 63.
A 14-year-old told he would die behind bars. He was one of the youngest people in Washington to be given a life sentence.
27 years later, he was released and just walked across the stage to accept his degree from Gonzaga Law School. As a child, Jeremiah Bourgeois shot and killed someone. He thought he would spend the rest of his life behind bars.
I started using whatever money I got for commissary, for clothes, for whatever, and using that money to buy books and take correspondence courses. And it took over 10 years, but I cobbled together a bachelor's degree and learned enough of the law to start publishing Walk and Find.
Hear how he turned a life sentence into a law degree. And Kirsten O'Connor's special report. That's tonight on 4 News Now at 6 o'clock.
Wow.
Definitely a story you don't want to miss.
I can't wait to see that. Our time is now 6:42.
Do you have a young Earth warrior on your hands? Well, Allison Martinez is live with a way they can kickstart their career in conservation.
High school students can get paid to learn through a brand new program with the Spokane Conservation District. We're telling you all about it coming up on Good Morning Northwest.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. From 14-year-old convicted killer to Gonzaga Law School grad.
It's a mystery. I don't even call it a miracle.
The turning point that changed everything.
Every day is this really real?
Tonight on 4 News Now at 6.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the Turbo Max engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Tuesday, opening up with Olivia Munn. You've just survived something that not everybody survives. I'm just so grateful that I get to be here.
Watch Kelly Clarkson today at 3.
Everyone's itching to win Northern Quest's Scratch and Win GMC Sierra giveaway. With $520,000 in cash and prizes up for grabs, it's only natural. But instead of a log, tree, or communal bush, all you need is your Camus Rewards card. Play daily to earn scratch tickets good for reward play, bonus points, hotel stays, and maybe a brand new GMC Sierra pickup. That's an itch we'd all like to scratch.
Welcome to Wonders of the World. Come feel the magic inside. Fascinating and powerful crystals from the dawn of time. Incredible natural wonders and prehistoric artifacts. And talk about magic, you should come to Fantasyland. Thousands of pieces of fabulous jewelry and literally millions of beads. Remarkable, astonishing, and whimsical. Come visit Wonders of the World. There's magic inside, and you can take some home.
Good morning. Thank you for calling Mainstream Electric Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. How may I help you today?
I'm having some problem with my air conditioner.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What sort of problem?
Well, it's making a clingity, clangity, clunk sound.
Oh, no worries. We can certainly take care of that for you. Here at Mainstream Electric Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, we speak your language.
Join us for the Medellin Falls Bigfoot Festival, June 15th and 16th.
Welcome back. It's now 6:45. Young adults can get paid to learn through the Spokane Conservation District.
The district is now taking applications for its youth apprenticeship program. 4 News Now's Allison Martinez is live telling us all about it this morning.
Yes, good morning to you both. We've been live all morning at the Conservation Quarry. It is gorgeous here. I'm joined by Garth and Matt this morning. Thank you so much for being with us. Now, we're learning all about this youth apprenticeship program. Such a great opportunity for young students. Can you walk us through what students can expect on a daily basis?
You bet. There'll be some of what Matt's doing down here. We'll be planting trees and maintaining trees, pruning, but we'll also be doing a lot of habitat restoration projects as well.
Amazing. And this is a 3-year program, right? Walk me through kind of how the program changes with each year.
So the first year, they're going to come in and we're going to get them dirty. And then the subsequent 2 years, they will receive a raise in pay and responsibility so that hopefully they're ready to take on a career in natural resources.
Yes, 100%. Such a great way to connect with different people in the community. Now, Matt, walk me through what's the importance of a program like this and just building the next generation of environmental leaders?
Well, I think it's the critical part of what we're doing at the Conservation District and educating this next generation to be able to take care of what we're doing, these trees that we're planting. So we have a crew of people that can actually go out and take care of these things.
Yes, 100%. They'll be every day maintaining and just continuing to build that amazing tree canopy here in the Spokane community. Well, thank you so much for both of you for being with us this morning. You have until May 31st to apply for this great program. We'll have all the details on our website, kxly.com. For now, I'll send it back to you guys in studio.
Great opportunity for lots of students out there.
Yeah, sure is. Here is our live look this morning. The sun's been up for, gosh, an hour and 40 minutes-ish.
It's the math that we do here in the morning.
Give or take.
On top of the Paulson building, the American flag flies.
Yes, it sure does.
You've got a couple flags there.
Yes.
And, we were going to show those. Can I show one?
Yeah, here, this one's a little rough.
Yeah,
rough around the edges there.
These are tattered. And again, windblown and faded. Here you go.
Oh,
thank you very much. Tomorrow at Par Lumber, 4111 East Francis, you can take those old flags and get a brand new flag to replace it. So we just wanted to let you know about that. Winds are going to be blowing today. Later this afternoon, 63 degrees for the high today. Rain moving in by dinner time and overnight with temperatures down to 45. The winds calming down, but we'll have gusts to 25 yet today. We do see that rain loading in about 3, 4, 5 o'clock. So about dinner time, we're going to see some steady rain up to ½ an inch out of this system. It's going to come back around, and by Wednesday afternoon, we start to see scattered showers with more rain into Moses Lake and down through areas of, again, the Palouse and into the LC Valley. We maintain rain into the higher elevations of central Idaho, and then by Thursday night, we see another return engagement as the system starts to exit to hopefully give us a drier weekend, at least parts of it. 63 the high today, Ritzville 65, 71 into the Tri-City. So we are going to see rainy weather coming in tonight through tomorrow morning. The afternoon looks to be a little better, but isolated thunderstorm potential The extreme team reveal 30% chance of showers. Hanging my hat on that one. And 62. Still a few scattered showers Friday, Saturday, but we dry out and warm up. Sunday, 64. Monday, Memorial Day, 70 degrees. So that is setting up to be really nice. We're just hoping for some good weather on Thursday for our community party down at Gary Middle School.
Yes. Hope so. And don't forget the flags today.
Yes.
East
tomorrow.
Francis.
Tomorrow. Par Lumber.
Tomorrow.
All day long.
Par Lumber. Got it.
Okay. It is now just about 10 minutes before the hour.
Your morning sprint is coming up next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Wonders of the World.
Just in time for Memorial Day, Par and 4 News Now are teaming up for the Great American Flag Swap. May 22nd, bring your old tattered flag to Par Lumber in North Spokane. In exchange, you'll receive a new American flag from Uncle Sam's Flag and Gift.
Considering a new air conditioner? Before you commit, call Bill's Heating and AC. We're elevating efficiency and savings by matching heat pump prices to any local air conditioner quotes and setting a new standard for comfort. Why heat pumps? Similar to ACs, they offer high efficiencies to heat and cool your home for a lower cost. And with the purchase of qualifying equipment, you may be eligible to receive a 25C tax credit of up to $3,200. Don't miss out. Call Bill's Heating and AC for your free quote now.
We're putting our foot down to keep our feet up, like way up, with Lazy Boy.
We did lots of adulting today, and we deserve to do lots of nothing.
It's the Lazy Boy Memorial Day sale. Save 30% on everything. Plus 0% interest for 36 months.
After working overtime, we will be putting in our TV time.
Hurry in. Memorial Day sale going on now. Lazy Boy. Long live the lazy.
We invite you to experience excellence. Choose George Gee Kia Spokane. Shop us and you'll see we have
the best team in the Pacific Northwest.
George Gee Kia Spokane is locally owned and family operated. Located in Liberty Lake, just off I-90. At George Gee Kia Spokane, our mission is to exceed your expectations. We look forward to helping you find your new Kia. Visit the George Gee Kia team in Liberty Lake off I-90 or online anytime at SpokaneKia.com.
Oh, hey, I'm your celebrity spokesperson for Zeem, the new way to stream local news, sports, and events from all over the country.
But Zeem speaks for itself. It doesn't need a celebrity spokesperson to tell you to download Zeem. Besides, an ex-teen idol like myself might resort to pandering gimmicks.
You're too smart for that. Let's go to the Zeem logo before I do some sexy, overdramatic ending, huh? Zeem, always local, always free.
Just in time for Memorial Day, Par and 4 News Now are teaming up for the Great American Flag Swap. May 22nd, bring your old tattered flag to Par Lumber in North Spokane. In exchange, you'll receive a new American flag from Uncle Sam's Flag and Gift.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Tuesday with the morning sprint.
The ICC is seeking arrest warrants for Israeli and Hamas leaders. City Charles is breaking down the new response from other countries.
Allison Martinez live sharing how young adults can get paid to learn through the Spokane Conservation District.
And Mark has your forecast on a day with some rain showers expected. Let's get on over.
Yeah, well, we're actually going to begin with breaking news. One person died, 30 others hurt on a Singapore Airlines flight during severe turbulence today. It happened on a flight from London to Singapore. The Boeing 777-300ER carrying 211 passengers was diverted to Bangkok. At this time, it's unclear what exactly happened on board that flight.
As we look at what we can expect in our First Alert Weather, that First Alert Weather app is good year-round. It's still free and available in the App Store. You would see the rain coming in 4-ish around dinner time. It's going to be hanging out. We're going to see the system come back around. So up to a ½ an inch of rain expected out of this. And then it pushes out and disappears for a while. We're going to see temperatures that are going to go from the 40s to 63 for our high today.
A trip to a convenience store for ice cream Saturday night ended with a person shot and another hurt. Court documents say 2 people went to PM Jacoy's convenience store for ice cream. The store owner went to kick them out for some reason and claims the woman threw her ice cream on the floor and things escalated. Charles Michael, who was at the store with the woman, is accused of pulling a knife on the owner. That's when the owner's son and another employee came to help with a pipe and a handgun. The employee holding the gun claims it went off accidentally while trying to break up the fight, and a bullet grazed the woman's head. Michael was arrested for assault.
The update on that missing plane and pilot near Snoqualmie Pass. Search and rescue crews have found the crash site. The pilot, 69-year-old Jerry Ridinger, found dead. The plane took off from Arlington Municipal Airport at 4:30 Sunday afternoon. His plane never arrived as planned in Ephrata. The crash site was found in a heavily forested area of Humpback Mountain west of Snoqualmie Pass.
A car rolled over in a crash in Washington and Maine at around 6 o'clock last night. According to the Spokane Fire Department, a person was pulled from the white car you see in this video and taken to the hospital with minor injuries. A maroon SUV was also involved in that crash. We're still waiting for word on what caused the crash or if any arrests have been made.
Last night, the Spokane City Council voted to halt new development projects in the Latah Valley neighborhood. The moratorium will freeze construction of certain types of housing for a year, while Latah Valley works to assess and manage its wildfire risk. People living in the area say they don't want any more homes built until their fire safety infrastructure needs are met. The emergency ordinance passed in a 5-2 vote. To find out why council members Jonathan Bingle and Michael Cathcart opposed the moratorium, find this story on KXLY.com.
The ICC is seeking arrest warrants for several Israeli and Hamas leaders. And today, France and Belgium releasing statements in support of the court's request for arrest warrants. The charges include war crimes and crimes against humanity. Now, it's up to a panel of ICC judges to decide if enough evidence exists to go to trial. Some say that proof is clear, given the October 7th attack and current humanitarian crisis in Gaza. But others argue it's hard to prove Israel is using starvation in Gaza as a method of war.
A Spokane man previously convicted of sexually abusing 2 teenage family members is behind bars again for another child sex crime. Ronald Whitehall was arrested over the weekend and charged with 3rd-degree child molestation and communicating with a minor for immoral purposes. Court documents reveal the 14-year-old victim told law enforcement that she and Whitehall communicated primarily over Snapchat. The affidavit mentions several sexual encounters between the two, beginning near the end of 2023. The court commissioner says Whitehall's bond at $100,000.
The Moses Lake School District needs to cut $20 million to balance its budget for the next school year, and now it's asking for your feedback on what reductions it should make. On the chopping block are teachers, administrators, and support staff across the district, extracurricular activities, and career and college readiness programs. The survey ends today at noon. You can give your feedback through the link inside this story on KXLY.com.
This morning, we've been live at the Quarry in Spokane Valley, learning all about a brand new program from the Spokane Conservation District. The Youth Apprenticeship Program is perfect for any student interested in the environment. You'll get paid to learn, you'll get your tuition and books paid for at Spokane Community College, and you'll get to work at this beautiful campus. For more on how to apply, you can go to KXLY.com.
Coming up next on Good Morning America, the severe weather threat for millions. Twisters and severe storms hitting the Midwest. A look
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Are you a proud plant parent? At Numerica, you'll find money answers just for you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
It's been 20 years since Toyota launched the world's first mass-produced hybrid vehicle, the Toyota Prius.
And today, Parker Toyota's inventory is filled with hybrids like the RAV4, Highlander, and Tundra. Plus, the all-new Grand Highlander and Tacoma.
Whether you're heading up the mountain or hauling kids around town, Parker Toyota's selection of hybrids are designed to move you quicker and travel further with fewer trips to the pump.
See our huge selection of hybrids built for the everyday driver at Parker Toyota in Coeur d'Alene or visit parkertoyota.com.
Want to sell fast? Go to WeBuyHouses.com. We'll buy any house in any condition. Get your no obligation cash offer today. Call WeBuyHouses.com at 509-563-7575.
WeBuyHouses.com.
Hope you're having a great start on your Tuesday. We do have some cloud cover, got some blue sky, and we've got rain coming in this afternoon. So we're going to see temperatures into the low 60s starting around noon, taking us through the afternoon, but 63 our high today. But it's about 3, 4 o'clock we see that rain come in. We're going to see the rain today and again tomorrow, especially in the morning hours. Should sort of fade by tomorrow afternoon, 55 for the high. We rebound a little bit Thursday, a 30% chance of showers, 62, drying out for Memorial Day weekend, and that is good news.
Well, thanks so much for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Northwest.
We do appreciate it. We'll see you throughout Good Morning America with live local updates. GMA starts now.